Hi, welcome to RAR Math and my series of videos on solving system of equations application problems. For this example, this is a pretty rich example. It's talking about buying a new car, and it doesn't mean it's a new car, it could be a used car, but it's talking about a new car for Jenny. And Model A sells for $16,500, it gets 30 miles to the gallon, and it costs $300 a year for insurance. Model B has its own specs. And then we find out that Jenny drives about $18,000 miles a year and gas is about $2.75 a gallon. Jenny wants to figure out which car to buy. We often get stuck looking at just the cost of the car and not all of the other numbers and figuring out how they work. So our linear model, y equals mx plus b, b is simply the cost, $16,500. That's the only value that we have to worry about when it comes to the set fee. Slope, on the other hand, is made up of insurance because it says T years. So the yearly cost for insurance is $300, but we also have to have the gas. So the gas, let's see, if she drives 18,000 miles on 30 miles per gallon, that means at the end of the year, she is going to be she's going to be filling up her tank about 600 times. No, she's going to need about 600 gallons. Depending on her tank, her fill-ups will be less than that. Okay. She'll need 600 gallons of gas. But 600 gallons of gas, when it's $2.75 per gallon, means that she is going to be paying about $16,050 on gas. So that's the second part of our slope. If we add the $300 for insurance, we find out the slope is $1,950, or in other words, her equation is $1,950 a year plus the initial $16,500. All right, so this is how much Jenny is paying if she chooses car A. Now we have to do the same thing for car B. So for car B, the cost of the car is $18,250. The insurance is $400, and it gets 45 miles per the gallon. Just like in our last example, I'm going to take 18,000 miles and divide it by 45 to find out that she would have to put about 400 gallons of gas into her car. Well, 400 gallons of gas times $2.75 per gallon comes out to about $1,100 a year for gas plus insurance, and we find out that Jenny's yearly fees are about $1,500. So the cost for this car is $1,500 per year plus the initial $18,250. Awesome. Last, we want to find the number of years of ownership for which the cost is equal. In other words, how many years do you have to own the more expensive car so that the overall cost is less expensive? If it's going to take 15 years, go for the cheaper car. If it's going to take 6 months, go for the more expensive car. At the end of the day, we want to spend the least amount we can to get good quality. It says round to 2 decimal places because we're going to talk about not calendar years, 2022, we're going to talk about number of years. And you can have 4.5 years. You could have 4.62 years. We could translate it to months. We're not going to worry about that, but we'll just go to years. So what I'm going to do for this last one is I'm going to set the cost of car A, which is 1950T plus 16,500. That's how much it costs per year. And I want to know when that cost per year is equal to the 1,500T plus 18,250, when the cost per year for car A is the same as the cost per year for car B. I'm going to subtract 1,500 from both sides. I'm also going to subtract the 16,500 from both sides.
I'm going to get 450t equals 0.571, 1750. I'm going to divide by 450 and get that t is equal to 3.89 years. I'm going to leave you to check this on your own. It will take 3.89 years for the cost of the two cars to be equal. Thank you for joining me on these different application problems. I hope you've learned something. Make sure you ask any questions you have. You can send me an email, post it in the comments. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, like my Facebook page, and I'll see you on my next video. Thank you.